We have fragments of a missile here on our balcony. He is damaged because of it. He is one, it is not big, and this one was lying around.
Serhiy, a resident of Pokrovsk, found such Russian gifts in a broken flat when he returned home after the tragic events of the past week. Serhiy and his wife learned about the shelling of their area first from their acquaintances and then from social networks.
We were searching for information on Telegram channels, photos from all videos, to know if our balcony was intact. Well, of course, there was nothing left of the balcony. So I got ready and immediately came here. The first door was turned inside out. I was opening it with crowbars. This one flew over there. Everything here was thrown out, heaped.
2 missile strikes were carried out by Russian troops on August the 7th after 7 p.m. at the time when people were returning home from work. The first missile demolished 2 floors of an apartment building. The second one smashed a city hotel.
On this day, 2 Russian missiles take a life of 10 people. Almost 90 was injured. 31 apartment building was damaged.
The city authorities have already restored part of the damaged roofs of multi-story buildings and continue to supply the victims with building materials. Financial assistance for the families of the victims has already been approved.
Yesterday, the Commission made a unanimous decision that under our city program we would pay 100,000 hryvnias to the families of the killed, so people are waiting for money. Also, many apply for help from the city for damaged flats. This is 80,000 hryvnias, so that people could buy necessary things or rent housing until they receive compensation from the state.
Russian missiles were fired at a residential area of the city within 40 minutes of each other. After the first hit in a residential building, rescuers were already working here in a matter of minutes. The repeated shelling took the life of 1 worker of the state emergency service. 2 others were taken to the hospital in critical condition. Another rescuer died due to severe wounds in the hospital 5 days after the tragedy. Yaroslav, an employee of the state emergency service, was on shift that day and he saw how everything happened.
After the first strike, our workers arrived and immediately began to rescue a man who was blocked on the 4th floor. That is, when the second missile hit, our guys were in the building, and they also suffered very badly. They didn't even hear the sound of a missile. If we heard it and we had a few seconds to fall to the ground, then other rescuers didn't hear anything. Some had their helmets falling off, some were wounded, shell-shocked.
Local authorities note that after the massive Russian shelling of the city, there were not many people who wanted to evacuate. Since the beginning of the full-scale war, 26 civilians have been killed in Pokrovsk as a result of Russian attacks. Reported by Diana Kolesnik, Olena Hramova, Yevgeny Karmazin, Alexander Kolichev, UATV News.